An ambition that knows no bounds, and a company desperate to win the AI race here on Earth.
2, 1.
As well as colonize Mars. And fueling it all, Elon Musk, the tech nerd and political agitator, and arguably the best hype man in the world.
Let's head back to Amanda and Jake at Starbase.
And we've got a special guest here.
Now he's jumping in with a plan to create the world's biggest private company, said to be valued at $1.25 trillion.
Yeah, getting ready for Flight 11.
That means more financial resources for a man who's already one of the most politically influential figures in the USA and beyond. Within his orbit, an array of companies that control satellites, rockets, cars, data, and AI. Tesla, once the leader in EV cars, is now pivoting to robots, while SpaceX owns 90% of the world's satellites through Starlink. Neuralink creates chips for brain implants. XAI only recently bought X, the social media platform, helping train Grok with its 550 million users. Now SpaceX will buy that, forming a $1.25 trillion super company.
This is also part of kind of the circular economy that Musk has made for himself, what's been called the Muskonomy. I mean, he's always kind of, if not merging things, then doing deals between his companies, frequently now raising capital, especially for XAI. And each time, there's more money being spent, more money being raised, but also a higher valuation on paper for these companies.
In the race to build data centers to power the new industrial revolution, companies need not just billions, but hundreds of billions of dollars.
We're still, I think, at the peak of the AI curve. This is all about building investor sentiment. If you are an owner of a company and your aim is to raise as much capital as possible to improve his own net worth, generating excitement is really key. He can leverage his social media to get the retail investors on board, and I think that should be enough to tip it into the realms of the biggest IPO we've ever seen.
The dream is that data centers in space need half the energy because they use 24/7 solar power and don't require water for cooling. But critics warn there could be huge risks with the amount of debris in space. But Musk says it is the future.
In the long term, space-based AI is obviously the only way to scale. Space-based data centers will fund and enable an entire civilization on Mars. Thank you for everything you have done and will do for the light cone of consciousness. Ad Astra, Elon.
He spells it out, which is, first data centers in space, then stuff on the moon, then Mars, and the light of consciousness extended everywhere. And, that's the vision. And if you just take a look at what's going on down here on Earth right now, it seems a bit more like someone is combining a lot of his very costly ventures together and hoping that some magical synergies will emerge.
We asked Grok to visualize how Musk's plans for space would play out.
This is Elon City. We made it. The future is here.
How that future is built, though, is controversial. Not least because Musk and other tech bosses seem keen to own and control it.